This evening, how about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali, 191 centimeters tall. Muhammad Ali, young man rumble. That's the mantra, fresh off that famous win. Buster Douglas, a fighter you can never look past. Just ask Mike Tyson.
Just take note. Take note. Look at the win.
How will these two fighters... Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. That punch scores. He takes that jab. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Jab misses. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. That left hook misses. Done with that counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to...
Come on.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. If someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Can't land that jab. They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and...
Back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't score with that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Didn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this.
On to the 5th we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. These two were made for each other. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Willing to slow down. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The perfect counter length. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, you've been in fights like that. When you think, you come on, pal, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you just...
Here we go in the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. Does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Well, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You let him back into the fight. You're much better.
And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Misses with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know.
There's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch. Got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That counter shot lands. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Punch. Very close. Hold that knot. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
Do it. They want no more. And that is that.